Week 11 of the National Football League. And this one features Marlon Humphrey, who's stating his place among the league's best with 6 picks this season. It's the Ravens and the Panthers. All that and more coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Carolina Panthers and the Baltimore Ravens. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Raven team as they get ready here. And losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Panthers, they come into this one knowing it's been a while since tasting victory. They've dropped 4 in a row.
Can they remember what it was like to win a game? In these types of situations, you're looking for someone to inspire you, and it doesn't have to be one of your best players either.
Season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. We see Carolina's offense getting set for their first possession here, and at quarterback, his second season with the Panthers, Sam Darnold.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the 1 interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown pass.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets, and bottom line, how do they get a win?
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They run again with Foreman. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Now it's Darnold. And his throw is going to be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Darnold. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. Fresh off the pick 6, it's Darnold. Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Back to throw, Darnold. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. they go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
Here come the Ravens, and that means here comes Lamar Jackson, league's MVP and an All-Pro in 2019.
And he remains the league's premier rushing threat and one of the biggest playmakers among quarterbacks. His goal each and every season, continue to expand his game as a passer and become well-rounded. All those highlight reel plays you see, they come off the fact that he can run it, throw it, and scares defenses every time he takes a snap.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And some room to maneuver. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They'll run with Dobbins. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Play action. It's Jackson rolling to his right. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who was shaken up on that last play. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And in for the Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you get the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, we've had that conversation with them prior to the game. They always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. But a nightmare of a first quarter for him. 2 interceptions, 1 return for a touchdown. As he starts again here, 1st and 10. Darnold and the Panthers now with a 1st and 10 here at their 25-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And his throw here is incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from it. They feel like they've got something there and they want to capitalize.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. And that will be incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
Taking it about the 36. And they try to razzle-dazzle, but the ball's out. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Panther football to start quarter number 2. As they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. Darnold down to throw. Dancing to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. To throw is Darnold. His throw incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got...
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Patrick Queen got in there to stick him. He gets the sack. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
So on fourth down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all...
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And partner, I know hindsight's always 20/20, but man, just in general, those laterals, they can be so risky, and we see the risk that can be involved right there.
And you just have to know, and we've seen it because we've been at a lot of practices. It's not something that's practiced very often. You know, in that situation, you don't see guys really working on it. Maybe like we're bringing rugby guys in to help us with tackling, maybe we ask them to help us with the laterals as well and make that a better play.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Darnold. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points in the game. Just need to hang on just a second longer. But he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
Now Darnold. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunate for him, the coverage down.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here. Taking it right down Broadway. He's at the 40. 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens take the blocked field goal and convert it into 6 points. So the problem's really starting to add up now. I mean, they tried a field goal in an effort to get a little bit closer, but the block and return make the situation worse.
I like what you just said there. Just trying to get a little bit closer. I think mentally, that's why they were doing it, because really the 3 wasn't going to do them a whole lot of good, but they feel better about themselves now. They feel exponentially worse.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Panthers about ready to take over. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. On 2nd and 10, Darnold. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. A carry for Foreman, and he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll be a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. So on now is Johnny Hecker to punt this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And take it. Now they try a lateral, but it doesn't work. It's a loose ball.
The ball, look it all the way in, make sure you secure it. That had the feeling of not happening there on that play, that he didn't have full control of the ball.
When that punt's coming in, I don't have a return punch, but I would imagine it's tough to monitor those guys coming full steam ahead at you.
It really is. You try and get that peek to know where they are, about whether you should fair catch it or not, but sometimes you just have to have a sense, a feeling, and just have to make sure, number one, though, you catch.
And it'll be caught in the end zone for the Carolina touchdown by DJ Moore. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he loses the football a second time. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And he brings it back. Can you believe it? An offensive disaster on the final play of the first half.
They just had to hold on to the ball.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down. Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Fielded right around the 8. And he loses the football a second time. And it's picked up by the Panthers. So that's a solid start to the second half. You come out of the lockers losing, thinking you're kicking it away, not going to have it, but boom, the fumble, they get it right back.
I don't know whether they even drew that up on the board or was it just said, but they had to have it. They needed a spark to get them going here in the second half, and they got it right away.
Back to the air, Darnold on second down. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Patrick Queen able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. That pass complete. And the ball is knocked out. And it's picked up by the Ravens. There he goes, left side. The 20. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. Tucker now for the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Carolina getting set to take the field. And they have done themselves absolutely no favors to earn a win today in this one, Charles. The turnover woes continue. On that last drive, they had that fumble that led to a touchdown.
Well, Brandon, I would say they have a mission on this drive, and the bottom line is protect the football, just put together something that they can let the last drive go. Yeah, it was a bad play. They gave up points. That doesn't mean it has to go that way the rest of this ball game. Do what you do best on offense and try and put the ball in the end zone yourself.
Steps up. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Now following the sack, Darnold and Carolina left with a third and long. Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. And Darnold going to be intercepted for the third time. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. As confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Tucker now to add the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
That pick six just a moment ago, things went from bad to worse. Look up at the scoreboard now. Not looking good here. We'll see if they can put something together on this drive. 1st and 10.
A run by Foreman to start the drive. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Hubbard. And he'll be stopped up at the 26 after a gain of only a couple.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Darnold. Flush to his, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Justin Houston able to record his 5th sack of the season. Here's Johnny Hacker now, standing just outside his own goal line. Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. He'll look to set up his blockers. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field.
And it would appear that the open week a week ago came just at the right time as they have dominated the proceedings here into this 4th quarter.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
And quickly they get to the line. Jackson on 1st down.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
That good for 19 and a 1st down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins.
And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
Another run here with Dobbins.
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 4th down. Here's Jackson.
That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown. Rashad Bateman.
A 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Ravens look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above.
Review the play. The ruling on the field.
So they called it a touchdown originally. This will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Tucker with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. So that drive goes 8 plays.
And it's Rashad Bateman who finished it all off with a touchdown.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Taking it about the 1. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field.
It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. To throw again on second down. Darnold, they'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. Darnold from the gun.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it. So the holding call on the offense, so they go ahead and decline that one and take possession of the football on the INT. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins.
And he's got room. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
That's complete. Left side to Bateman.
And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. They probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal.
A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins.
And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you're 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got.
And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top. One of the fun parts about working with you is that we've learned that there are different ways to do things than the way we were brought up to do them. This is Madden. Of course they were going to go ahead and get another score. What do you mean take a knee?
And that just makes the final margin even more lopsided. I think they earned themselves a cold drink from the fridge.
There's no doubt.
Maybe some pretzels, too, some hummus. Crazy.
See, we've learned. We have learned the Madden way of doing things.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Ravens, it's an important win in terms of staying in the postseason race as they move to 6-4. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, the problems just get worse and worse as they fall to 2-9 now on the year. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Denver Broncos.